I was just going to do that. All right, everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We really, really appreciate that you're here. This is our social that we have on Tuesday nights where we get to hear from some really inspiring people, and they share their stories about how this business has changed their life and the lives of so many people. And my name is Patty White. I'm here with Erin Henley, and I get to have the pleasure of introducing our guest tonight. Before I do that, I want to say we are having a draw. We are drawing for the Eye Smooth Nourishing Eye Cream. And if you haven't tried that yet, trust me, you want it for the dark circles, the puffiness, the wrinkles. I could use some more right now, let me tell you. I think I could bathe in it. Anyway, can you put your name, if you are a guest, put your first and last name in the chat and let us know who invited you. And that way we'll make sure that your name gets on the wheel for tonight's draw, and we will be drawing that at the end. So without further ado, I get the pleasure of introducing tonight's guest speaker. Melissa is just an incredible person. I cannot wait for you to hear her story. I had the opportunity to spend some time with her this week on a call, and she is a Navy mom. A Navy wife and a mom and a foster mom. And she has an award that I'm going to share with you right now. She is the Chairman Award winner for this year. And what that means, because I know a lot of you won't know what that means, but every year when we have our company convention, Monations, the chairman chooses somebody who embodies everything gratitude. So gratitude is one of our pillars. It's one of the things that makes our company set apart from everybody else. And one person gets this honor each year. And this year, Melissa was chosen for all of the work she has done with charities. And wait until you hear, you're going to be so inspired. So I am going to let her take it away. It's all you, girl.
Thank you so much, Patty, for that wonderful intro. And Erin, thank you so much for having me as a guest as well, and talking about the incredible award that I was given this year. I have to say that I could not have done that without Aaron and his team supporting me in my nomination. So I owe you guys so much. 15 minutes isn't enough to say how much this company means to me. I have been with the company. December was my 5-year mark. I can't imagine my life without this company. I have no plans to ever leave. I don't care what's invented, whatever the next best network marketing thing is to hit. I don't care. I am so invested in this company and this family and these people, our teams. There's nothing better out there, in my opinion. And I can't wait to share with you how this company has changed my life and my family's lives. I just want to start by telling you guys that I swear, when I tell you all the things that have happened to me, you have to remember that I do not sell. I'm not an Instagram celebrity or anything like that. I swear to you, I don't think I've ever gotten a sale from Instagram, maybe a few from Facebook, but I know all of my customers. I am a face-to-face, how can I help you? I guess I would say salesperson, but I'm not really a salesperson at all. I am a paid recommender is what I say, because I'm just not good at sales, but I'm great at helping people. For example, just to prove this point to you, I stood in front of a woman who was helping me yesterday for 5 minutes, and I could see her scalp. And in that 5 minutes, I could not come up with one way to share our problem, make her feel bad about approaching her, that I could see her scalp. So I didn't even help her. So just so you know, if you're telling yourself you're not sure if this company would be right for you because you're not good at sales, I'm not either. But let me just tell you what has happened in the last 5 years. Okay. I wanted to show you this, okay, because they gave these to us at our last convention. And I have one of these wonderful cars parked outside, and it's so amazing. I also want you to know, because this business is not always, amazing and wonderful. It does have a up and down, cycle to it. I've actually earned this car, and then I've lost this car, and then I've earned this car back. And right now I do have it sitting outside though. So, but I wanted to show you this and tell you that this company has been a vehicle for me, not in this sense of the word, but a vehicle for me to accomplish so many dreams that I've had. I have been able to go with my husband mostly, but always my friends, on 11 paid vacations with this company, which is incredible, because when I had a corporate job, I used to get 2 weeks vacation. And one of those weeks I always spent helping children with cancer at Camp Happy Days. That's my number one charity. It is so close to my heart. This coming July will be 18 years that I volunteered living with these children about an hour away from my hometown in Charleston, South Carolina. But, now that I have time freedom, I always say I'm on a permanent vacation now, but I don't have to worry about having those 2 weeks of vacation time. I have the flexibility to help and volunteer at any charity whenever I want. And I love doing that. It is my goal to be, volunteering several times a week in my community. So that's one thing. And then the friendships are amazing. I see some of my besties on this call right now. And, these are people that I would have never met had it been for this amazing company. And to be able to travel with them is so fun. And to watch them achieve things and watch the changes happening in their families brings me so much joy. Okay, I love to make vision boards. The problem with this company though is that every time I make a vision board, I have to make a new one, because there's just so many things you can achieve when you just put in some effort. Okay. One of my goals was to be an author. And so I wrote some children's books, and this company helped me publish my children's books. So that was so great. And of course, because everything has to come back to gratitude. I donated half of everything I made to help children with cancer. So that was such a fun day when the FedEx freight truck, a huge truck, came down my street to deliver a pallet of these to me. So that was amazing. My husband and I, well, he's amazing, by the way. He says yes to everything. He's a yes man, and that's why I'm able to do some of the stuff I do as well. But I watch a lot of Fixer Upper. I'm obsessed with Joanna Gaines and her remodeling. And so I wanted to flip a house. I have no experience with this, except that I love this show. And so, freedom, I was able to buy a house and renovate it. So if you ever want to see those pictures, just contact me. That's so fun. Recently, we just bought an Airstream camper that when our family is not using, we're going to have children that are newly
Can I ask something? Is it me or is it
Melissa? Or newly diagnosed.
I think it's her. Melissa, can you hear me?
Terminal. They'll be able to use our Airstream camper to make some memories with their families.
I texted her, but
so yeah, go ahead.
We can't hear you.
Oh no. Yes.
Your signal seems pretty weak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
can hear
frozen.
you.
You want to try again? Are you there? No. Hello.
How about now?
Okay. Can we hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
can maybe you shut your video off and we'll just have the audio for today? Well, it seems like it's back now. We
Yeah.
can try
Oh,
it for
sorry.
now.
What is the last thing you heard?
We heard about the books and about, we heard about your house renos.
Okay, got it.
So go from there.
So I was just saying that most recently we just bought a Airstream vintage camper. And when we're not using that for our family, we're gonna have children with cancer that are newly diagnosed with cancer or newly diagnosed as terminal. They'll be able to use that for the weekend to make some memories with their families. Gosh, I used to dread Mondays, you guys. And one of the funniest things that's happened since I started doing this is that I never know what day it is. I literally don't even know if it's a weekend or a weekday. And the time freedom has just been so great, because I remember what it was like when I worked in HR, 40 plus hours a week. Whenever, if my son was getting an award for attendance or, music or something at school, and I had the nicest coworkers and boss, but I remember what it was like asking them to have some time off for something. And it was a horrible feeling asking for time off, because it was always like putting them out. And now I can just be there for both of my children. And that has been incredible. It also, the time freedom helped us to be able to open our home to children in foster care. And we've been able to foster 19 times, all babies. We did therapeutic fostering, which is like the really extreme cases of neglect. And so our goal is 100 times fostering in our lifetime. But one of the incredible things that came from being crowned the Monat Chairman's Award winner is that the company is actually donating $60,000 to my charity of choice, which is Camp Happy Days for Children with Cancer. And that really is such a blessing, because I've put in, so many years of volunteering there, 18 years. And this is just like capping off the legacy for me, that they're making this donation in my name is such a beautiful thing. I just, there's, with the way that things are right now, there's just no better place to be with, any sort of mandates or requirements to work. This is just the most freeing, beautiful company to be partnered with. And that the fact that it's centered around healthy products, anti-aging, a family feeling, friendship. I'm just so in love. It's like the honeymoon is not going to end, you guys, because you just won't find anything better, honestly.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. You are an incredible person. And we are also, you should see the comments. Everybody is so inspired by your story. And I know this is just like the tiniest little tip of the iceberg, but she's looking at the comments now.
I gotta see them.
Absolutely incredible. And so actually we oftentimes we ask people if they have questions. So I'm going to ask you guys to do two things real quick, because we have a little bit of time. So one, if you have a question, drop it in the comments. Two, if you are a guest and you have not put your first and last name in the comments yet, and the person who invited you, if you could do that. And I'm going to ask you a question that in case nobody else has one, but I have a question for you. So how could the people on this call, whether they're involved with Monat or they're not, how could they get involved in gratitude initiatives, giving back in their own community. I know for me, before I started doing the things that I do now, I felt very insignificant, and like what I would do would be so small that almost like, why would I even bother? So what's your recommendation to people?
Well, I always think that for longevity, you should try to figure out, what are you passionate about, and how can you match that with a purpose? So, and sometimes this is painful. For me, it was like I volunteer to help children with cancer because when I was a teenager, my best friend died of cancer. And I just always told myself that when I grew up that I was going to help kids with cancer. But, if you've been through something really hard in your life, maybe you've had someone in your family that, had a drug addiction or, was abused in some way, even though it might be difficult, there's so much almost like therapy or healing that can come from helping others who have been where you've been or who know the pain, who share that pain that you've been through. So, and the great thing about this company is that you never have to do it alone. Like when I volunteer, sometimes I bring a whole crew with me, and we, maximize the impact that we're having because we show up, and I've never seen a company show up like we show up.
Awesome. Not very, very good advice. Thank you so much. Okay, I am going to turn it over to Aaron. I don't know if you have anything you want to add before we do our draw.
Yeah, I do. I wanted to talk again, if that's okay. First off, Melissa, man, I love hearing you talk. And people don't know that I got to spend a little time. I was super excited. Me and Melissa got to know each other. We went on a bike ride. It was amazing. She showed me around her stomping ground, basically. And she's the type of person I look back and I go, she had a vision for her life somewhere and didn't know how to meet that vision, but she was going to find a way to meet that vision. And everything she did in Monat took her the steps forward to where she has this amazing life that's realizing this amazing vision that her and her family are fully committed to and behind. This is their dream and they're living it. And the thing about connecting with Monat, and I talk about this quite a bit, is obviously, for those who know me, Roxy started this business. After she passed away, there was no way I couldn't continue on her legacy. It was so important to me to help other people realize that dream they have for their life. And that's really what this comes down to when you're talking about a business like Monat. We have amazing hair care products, of course, amazing skincare. And if what you need in your life is something to make you feel more self-confident about your hair, that's a great way to be part of Monat. But maybe if you want something a little bit bigger in your life, you have a dream. I like to think about it like this. Me and Roxy were living one of the most complex lives that we could never imagine. We had our dream home in Canada. We lived, our family, and our second home was in Chicago. We're driving back and forth, barely seeing each other, barely seeing the family, doing all of this. And we just decided that's not the best version of our life. And we stopped and asked ourselves, how do we change that? How do we have the best version of our life? And do we even know what it is? So I challenge everybody here to take a look at your own life. Ask yourself, is this how I want to live the rest of my life? Is there something bigger you have in mind for your life, your family's life, whatever the case may be? You want to start sooner than later because you never know what the future holds. But for sure, not working on the best version of your life it will never happen. And if you can envision that, the person that invited you can help you take the steps there to change your life. And I'll tell you right now, the people on this call are right there in your corner, on your team, every day, doing what they can. And it's why I wake up in the morning, to help somebody find the beautiful life that they've been dreaming of and help them get there. And that's what I had. And Patty, I'll pass it back to you.
Thanks, Aaron. We so appreciate all that you do for us. I am going to ask Jess if she's ready to do the draw, because we are at that point now. So we are drawing for an Eye Smooth Nourishing Eye Cream.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, here we go. I'm spinning it.
Drum roll.
So it is Christina LeDuc.
Oh, congratulations, Christina. All right. So we will get that to you. And Jess, thank you so much for doing that. I put Jess on the spot last minute. She did such a good job last week. I asked her if she would do it again. So I appreciate that so much. All right, you guys, I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up tonight. We really appreciate you coming. And I especially want to say thank you to Melissa for sharing with us her story that's so inspiring and really truly inspiring me to do more when it comes to giving back. And we really appreciate you for doing that. And thanks, Aaron, of course, always for all the support you give us. So you guys, we do this again next week. Make sure you get back with the market partner who invited you. Ask them about how to get started. It's pretty simple. You simply get a kit of products for yourself to use, and they can give you everything you need to start and get on your own journey of creating the life that you really want to live. So thanks for being here, guys.